Wojak's head-clearing run. The late afternoon light was beginning to soften, painting the sky with the gentle hues of dusk. For Arthur, my friend, this was the time of day he often wrestled with himself. He was gazing out his window, where the palm trees swayed softly, and the distant sound of the ocean whispered. It was time for his run. He knew he should go. He had planned it. But the couch felt so inviting, the thought of moving his legs felt so burdensome. He sighed, a familiar internal dialogue beginning. Just 20 minutes, he told himself, that's all. Not a marathon, just 20 minutes. But even 20 minutes felt like an insurmountable challenge when the inertia of comfort held you captive. He pulled on his running shorts, laced up his shoes, each movement feeling like an act of defiance against his own reluctance. Outside, the world hummed with a quiet energy, and the rain sounds, if present, had eased to a gentle dampness in the air, creating a soft, earthy scent. Honestly, the sheer mental fortitude required to initiate an activity you know is good for you, but your body screams against. It's truly astounding. It's like being a part-time personal trainer for your own stubborn legs. My friend, Arthur, stepped out onto the quiet street, feeling the slight chill of the evening air. The first 5 minutes were always the hardest. His lungs burned, his legs felt heavy, and his mind, ever the conspirator, started to list all the reasons he should stop. This is pointless. You're too tired. You have emails to check. What if a dog barks too loudly? But he pushed on, focusing on the rhythm of his feet hitting the pavement. Left, right, a steady, almost meditative sound, overlaid with the gentle rain. He focused on small victories, reaching the next lamppost, making it to the corner, enduring past the park bench. His thoughts began to shift from resistance to observation. The quiet street, the fading light, the distant drone of traffic that became part of the background hum. His breathing settled into a more predictable pattern, a counterpoint to the soft thrumming of his own heartbeat. The initial struggle began to recede, replaced by a dull ache that was somehow less menacing, more productive. Around the 10-minute mark, something shifted. The wall he'd imagined hitting earlier began to dissolve. His legs found their rhythm. His breath deepened, more efficient. The external world, and even his internal anxieties, started to fade into the background. It wasn't exactly effortless, but it was no longer a battle. It became a pace. A steady, rhythmic motion that felt surprisingly natural, almost peaceful. His thoughts became clearer, less cluttered with the day's worries, more focused on the simple act of moving. He thought, is this exhaustion? Is this mindfulness? Or is this just me, finding a curious form of calm in the repetitive motion of my own 2 feet, realizing that sometimes, the quietest victories are fought on the pavement? And the answer, of course, was that it was a bit of all of it. It was peace. A very specific, very hard-earned, pace-related peace. He continued for his full 20 minutes, then slowed to a walk, the cool air feeling invigorating on his skin. He felt pleasantly tired, but it was a clean, satisfying exhaustion, miles away from the mental fatigue he'd felt earlier. There was a quiet hum of accomplishment, a subtle warmth in his muscles. The day's anxieties, which had seemed so pressing, now felt distant, almost trivial. The thought of those pending emails, the unspoken worries, had been outrun, at least for now. He had faced the resistance, and he had kept going. Back in his apartment, he settled onto the couch, the fireplace crackling softly, the faint patter of rain still a comforting presence. The tension in his body was gone, replaced by a profound relaxation. He closed his eyes, replaying the rhythm of his run, the steady cadence of his feet, the quiet satisfaction of simply moving forward. He had found his pace, not just on the pavement, but within himself. And as Arthur, my now pleasantly tired friend, drifted off to sleep that night, the echoes of his run faded into a profound, well-deserved rest. He didn't dream of unread emails or the struggle to start. He dreamed of steady rhythms, and the blissful feeling of peace earned through simple, consistent effort. Sleep now. And may your dreams be refreshingly free of mental resistance, and full of the quiet joy of a steady, peaceful pace.